Hello, Malcolm. Hello, everyone else. Welcome back to. Uh-oh. I wasn't full screen. Oh, I probably didn't record the part that wasn't full screen. I'm hoping it's recording now. Welcome back to the teaming community of Welsh. Here we are mining some steel. Gotta get that steel. We've been grinding. Trying to get them. These wolves are making more wolves over here. Yeah. Wolves, get a room. We've got a big problem with hay overload. It's been a long time since the last episode. I tried a couple of sort of abortive episodes and didn't do them. Other stuff going on and they just didn't work out. So anyway, we got rid of the pigs. I don't know if I mentioned that in an episode yet or not, because there's been a couple discarded episodes. Got rid of the pigs. We were able to buy some cows. We've been able to buy 2 rounds of cows now. So we've got a few cows, and one's pregnant, which is better. And we've had a couple of calves. And yeah, so let's see how many we got anyway. We've done pretty good on the cows. We got a bull and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like maybe 6 cows. I don't even understand that numbering system. Forget it. We killed the last Muffalo male out, so the Muffalo herd will just die slowly over the next 20 years. That's fine. And I've decided to keep all untrained wolves at home, even if they are big enough to go hunt for themselves, because they just don't get trained. And I think I'm probably blowing a lot of work cycles. At first I thought I was good because it gets the colonists out of doors for the training, but it'd be fine. The home area is actually really big anyway. There's a lot of outdoors to the home area. There, I'll show the home area. Let's take a look at it. Zone area, and there you see the home area is pretty outdoorsy anyway, so they'll be popping outside to train those wolves, no doubt. So yeah, we've done a bunch of stuff. I don't know if I've reviewed in any episode yet. We got... Okay, since getting rid of the pigs, I took the last pig skin and got some really nice armchairs. They got 2 masterworks. We got 2 masterwork armchairs. Not like the last run of armchairs. They were not so great. Yeah, we upped our minefields, added some security, and we're not going to lose anything else to mines. I think I've got them figured out now. And we dug all the way down in here and grabbed this geotherm down here, armored it, mined it, gunned it, took half the power off the thing with guns, basically. And we went down and got this one, and we didn't have to take quite as much power off with guns. But man, the amount we spent on components getting this minefield slowly placed is just awful. We're finally back up to a decent number of components, and both benches are grinding because we use them up. And a project like that just destroys them. Stuff breaking down right there as we speak. So we got that done. We started a walling effort in here. I've got to put another chunk on this one. So I just did a dit and cut out alternating sections of the rock wall, and then installed alternating sections of regular wall, and then I'll just repeat the process to finish the walling in each zone. That way I can kind of monitor stone usage better, because we're going to run short of stone doing this walling, and also not worry about roofs collapsing. I haven't tried it before, but I think it's the right technique. There seems to be a battery missing. Oh, what I think's missing is some wall, actually, because yeah, the floor appears to end there. Oh, not that one first. What's wrong with me? This one first, or they'll build it all skewy. They'll get themselves trapped in behind it or something. You know it when we get trapped in there and starve. They don't seem to be able to pass through batteries, and I think they could before. But it's a little annoying setting up your battery rooms because they can't pass through them. Well, yeah, you know what I mean. You can't just jam them in a big box and have them wander around in them, and I swear they could before. So, yeah, what did we do? We built that out. We put a few more guns. We moved some guns. We moved some guns around. We added a gun that we had in storage. Well, it was in storage because I pulled the steel guns off this and put plasteels and added one for good measure. Figure by the time they get around to this side of it, they're going to be in the fire range of our snipers anyway, so it didn't cover that edge. And I gave this one a little exhaustion. Oh, right, someone's binging. I gave this one another extra gun. And I took the mines out of the hallways in here because someone's going to trip it going to maintain the geotherm, and we're going to lose another colonist. So I pulled those mines out. I thought of mining this area in here because it is safe to mine it. But the only time those mines would get used would be if they broke in up here, and it's not something that's happened yet. No sappers have ever tried up there yet. We've had a lot of sappers. We have some experience with them. There's the power fish. I like the look of it. And yeah, Devil Strand's coming along. We're way overstocking on hay, and our food is climbing fast, so I want to build an overstorage zone. And I'm unsure where to build it, but actually something just suggested itself to me. I was thinking about over here, just for physical convenience in the base and kind of the look of things, but now I'm realizing that up here, at the top end of this farm, is going to be the right place to build the overstock room. What's that? Is that uranium? Yeah, that's where that uranium is. Great. We'll make the vent come out there because I want to refrigerate it. Going to need to refrigerate it so that we can store stuff like hay in it because we're way overstocked. Got hay lying in the fields rotting and more hay maturing off right now. So I think I will dig the overstockage chamber as soon as we get whoever it is treated. It's Hannah. Time is 1 a.m. so I'm thinking Spider can get this done before Hannah wakes. Spider, are you anywhere near the meds? You're not badly placed. Go do that thing, and let's hope that he can get to her before she decides to get up and go eat breakfast, because Hannah's a fairly early riser on the whole. They vary, these colonists. I don't know if there's actual software varying them or how it works, but they vary, or if it's just their own patterns vary. Looks like our batteries get drunk down a bit most nights. You don't get wind all night, so I need to think about expanding the wind system. We're not planning any heavy additional power drains, and those 2 geotherms stabilized us. We're losing 500 watts on these 2 steel drills, but we're already getting through it. Getting some steel out. We need it bad. I mean, yeah, we have a nice number of steel. We have a big number of steel, but we're chewing through it making components now, because our base uses more and more components, so we're going to have to find veins of steel and show them out here and there. Here comes the solar coming up, so yeah, I gotta think about exactly how to construct this storage room. I think I'll quickly pause up, get out mining orders. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted that. And we're gonna think about how this is gonna work and be shaped and be cooled and stuff like that. I think it's gonna need to be a very large room. As the base expands and production expands, we're gonna have overstock. So I'll make it in 2 squares, or 2, like rectangulograms, whatever you want to call them. And I'll take up as much room as I can really score. Like this. That's a 1 too high there, so I'll give it an expansion buff along this line here. And an expansion buff along this line here. Let's check those edges, make sure I'm not rupturing the place. I don't think space pods are going to crash and unleash enemies in here. There isn't room. But, if it happens, it happens. We'll deal with it. Okay, and now we'll dig the cooler vents. We'll take both those uraniums. This is going to need at least 3 coolers on it, and probably 4. So we're going to go ahead and put 4 coolers on it, because it's a big space. And that's good. We don't need any other venting, but we do need access doors, and we'll put an expansion buff on down here, because we can, and access door. And looks like we could slip an expansion buff in here. Why not? Because this is intended to be kind of a mega storage, so we might as well just go for broke on the square footage. We can do it here too. A little bit more. I think that's probably... Yeah, I like to leave some form of an edge on the damn thing, right? And I don't want to end up having to build a wall because I made a mistake planning the dig, but I think I'm good here. And now we need some support columns. Kind of essential. I learned that lesson the hard way in some of my earlier games. And 8 is the distance that the roof must be, like, that's the maximum distance that a roof can be stretched. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. In like that, corner to corner. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That actually seems a bit on the broad side, but I think it'll be fine. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bang. And we'll do another one. Bang. Oh no, made a double. Oh, made a double. And then we'll go this way. 3, 4, 5, 6. God, probably counted it wrong. We'll just make it look tidy. 3, 6, pop. 3, 6, pop. Just for tidy, make it look kind of even. I don't think that roof will fall in, except some of these stretches are a little crazy, eh? Makes you wonder. But I technically don't think that roof will actually fall in on us. There's a nice mining project. We won't have any more colonist idols for a while, and we'll grab out probably all of that uranium, I'm thinking, which is great, because we're building up a stockpile of it. We do intend to eventually build a spaceship and escape. Is that unfloored? Well, dig my dogs. Get out some flooring here. You know, these things happen, and then you find them later. We'll just wham. Yeah, make sure that's covered. There ain't no good, eh? We're gonna need some flooring stone for this beast. I'm not carpeting it, I'll tell you. Maybe I'll just smooth the rock in it. It is an overflow storage. It doesn't have to be pretty. Alright, that's good. We'll save it a pair of slots for good luck. I am keeping 3 slots now just to have a little control, but I haven't had to use them, really. I just feel safer. So yeah, we'll get them digging on that, and we'll walk around the rest of the base a bit. I find if I do speed 3, it just gets too boggy, so we'll have to stay on speed 2. Get a lot of colonists. We're still working on Ruya's father. He hasn't come in yet. So here's our art room churning away. It's stocked up with wood and junk. And we got our deep drill scanner there. There's lots of resources right in base. I bet you that's steel from the size of it. So we'll be digging in people's bedrooms by and by. There's our refinery room to make our chem fuel, and it's all stocked with wood ready to do the job. Our nice rec room that we like so much. I don't know what I'm going to do with those pigskin armchairs. Oh, there's something I got to show you. I promised several episodes ago, except it probably was last episode because stuff got deleted, to have these finished. And I made them look like little kidneys or lungs or something here. We bought a flat screen off a trader. A little expensive, but kind of sweet. And I got those Mega Sloth wool Mega Sloth fur armchairs in there. The ones that were good, the others were junk. So that room's done, basically, and we've got a sculpture, an abstracted depiction of God, and so I thought that was ideal to go beside a TV. Just, you know, like I grew up in the 80s and so forth, so, yeah, all that, oh, TV's an evil god stuff is, geez, TV doesn't even exist anymore, it's all services now. So then we got to figure out what to do with this one. I got those pigskin armchairs, or memory chairs there, and there's no actual wiring in these rooms, so the chairs shouldn't get burned unless Olga sets them on fire, or Recoil, he's the other pyro. But I don't want to do 2 flat screen TV rooms, so we're going to figure out something else rec roomish for that. Let's see what the stats on that room are right now. Rec room, very impressive, rich, average size, pretty and clean. Yeah, that sounds like a perfectly decent room for them to use, actually. We've got some impressive cranked out bedrooms around the colony with extra sculptures. This one has gold in the walls. That's because we got some jealous people and a medieval princeling in the place. And they need a little boost. I went through the needs, tried to clean that up. Oh, we got a gun sitting here. Whose gun? Is it Rascal's? Yeah. She got a beat down in a fight, so better grab. Ooh, that thing's at 54%. I don't know what happened. She must have got caught in a grenade blast or something, smashed up her gun. Oh no, that's the minigun we recovered off of the centipede we shelled. So that's why it's 54, because it's been shelled. Anyway, it fires. It fires good. So that's Rascal's gun. She was our first minigunner. And now we've got a few minigunners, because we built a few. 20 components each. We've got a sculpture here by our mortars, which is an abstracted depiction of devastation. So, pretty pleased with that. Secondary hospital wing here. And here's the 2 steel turrets we pulled off there. So now we've got 2 turrets guarding the prison, so any prison breaks will be met with pretty hardcore force. I should almost pull this one up to give it a better firing angle into the door. This one can shoot right into the door and shoots them while they're still inside. This one will be waiting till they're outside. Area revealed. Oh, I do like that. I mean, sometimes it's a bummer, but I do enjoy it. It was pretty small, I think. It was pretty small. Oh, I'll jump to it and make sure I got the right one. Oh, it's here. So yeah, it was pretty small. And now we're going to absolutely need to get a door in there because we're about to lose them strawberries. So we really need to bang a door on there, and we especially need to bang a door on there. So I better get a couple of constructors up on that fast. Latchy. Anywhere near the steel? No, nowhere near the steel. You know, let's just get some constructors who are near the steel lines. Are you a constructor at all? 9. That'll do. You get on this door because it's the less important one of the two. And recoil, do you construct? No, we're just getting people here. Just gotta grab some pair of hands that's good at the job. I kind of know those guys don't construct, so I don't know what I'm doing. I guess we got not many choices here. We're gonna have to take a proper constructor off somewhere. Pony does it. Yeah, Pony's 11. He's good. Get on that door, because that is gonna freeze our little room. That's an unroofed area in there. Oh no, it's marked as indoors actually. Oh, they probably insta-roofed it. They're great that way. Look, uranium. Isn't that nice? We'll see how much more there is. Granite there and uranium there, so there's a bit more in there. Oh, it takes a while to mine. How many hit points? 4,000. Plasteel has like 26,000 or something. It's just stupid. Great, we get some stone to chop so we can get some flooring and some building. I'm inclined to conserve my stone for building out the walls internally. Cormorant is named Muffalo 2 Star after being nuzzled. Very inclined to do that because getting those walls built out means getting all this exposed conduit out of the corridors, and that's just a huge safety increase around the place. We've been pretty lucky so far. We've had some decently bad fires, and we've had a few people get injured in battery explosions, but I don't think we've had one since I cranked out the battery system last. It's had a fair amount of power added to it. This was disconnected for a long time after a raid back here, and I was cranking out the batteries and not knowing what the problem was, but this whole unit was blown off. The conduit was all wrecked to it. I didn't notice it till I started coming in here to do this work. Somebody just ate a pig. I could hear it. I don't know if you guys could hear it. Don't know how the sound is set up. I find, you know, when I watch the videos, my own voice isn't loud enough, but then sometimes neither is the game sound. I got demonetized on a recent one. It was the Shelling Pirates episode. I'm not sure why. Maybe it was judged as gratuitously violent, but I don't think anyone actually watches it. It's got to be a computer system that judges it, so something about that video they didn't like. I've had stuff demonetized due to a request by a music owner before, doing an Avorion video. I had the music too loud, so the auto software was like, hey, that's straight music, you're ripping it off. I was talking over it, but I wasn't talking often enough because it was a combat situation and I was like kind of over tense, and my voice wasn't loud enough. The music was cranked too far. It's good music in Avorion. It's really nice, like trance music in Avorion. The music in RimWorld's excellent. Like, I'm almost like, if I had money, I might get the soundtrack. Just have it on in the background while I'm doing some housework. Be like, the chillaxation. But then I might get tired of it. Right now I'm not tired of it. I've been playing this game for probably over a year, and I am not tired of it. Lots of people are tired of it, but I am not tired of it. They're doing great digging out the storeroom. They're making a good pace there. I guess I don't need to do anything about the openings that we've made for coolers at this time. It's not an issue. Or lighting or anything. We got those doors on her, and that's what we needed. It's going to be cold in there. Yeah, it's outdoors 4 in there, indoors 21 in the Devil Strand patch. And, well, this has been a pretty gentle episode so far. I believe we're still on Connie Chillax. Oh, it's Hannah in the middle of the night again. This time it's 8 p.m. Oh, so actually it's even easier to send someone to a room to do it. We just want to make sure they have decent skill. Is Spider out of bed? Because I think Spider's pretty good at mids, and I think I want him better, too. He's at 7 with passion, and being the night nurse, it's nice to have his skills up. And, of course, it's nice to have any of the medical staff skills up. But being the night nurse, it's nice to have skills up so when people do need night treatment for stuff, then they get a decent percentage even though they're not in a hospital bed. Because he will automatically path to people at night and treat them. Kitchens are churning. We're keeping the meals up. We're still not making enough milk to have our luxury meals all the time. Scorpion's binging on smoke leaf. That's okay, Scorpion. That's cool. Muffalo Shaman. You're a dope shaman, Scorpleaf. Scorpleaf! Scorpleaf, right. What's wrong with me, eh? What's wrong with me? It's been a long couple of days. Just a lot of just personal life stuff going on. It's kind of things are bugging me. Things have been bugging me. But I had a good time building this place out. I guess I don't have a lot to show for it. We've expanded the power system. We've got food production stabilated properly. We got nice fat food production coming, and nobody's died lately, but that's because I'm on Connie Chillax. I like it on Connie Chillax, dude. I like doing Randy Random for episodes. Not this episode. I'll take it easy, especially if I'm getting judged gratuitously violent, because I have been kind of picking raids for episodes just to have some excitement in the episode, and I think it's probably time for a chill episode where we just watch everyone working and talk about what's going on and just have a nice time like that. We are getting some red suits on, and it's looking nice. It's better to look in the light, so we need people to pass through with their red suits under the light, but they're looking sharp in the red suits and hats, and they're having little blue collar pieces if they happen to be wearing a Muffalo wool button-down shirt, which lots of them are. We got another red suit coming through here. Oh, Toad's got his power armor helmet. I think it's the only one we made, or maybe we made two. Yeah, we made two. Olga's got one too. They're for Sword Crew only, and we've got the outfit set up for them, Sword Crew only, but the components drain plus the drain on the people who were doing the regular tailoring got too high. So I abandoned the power armor project temporarily. The bills are suspended. They'll be finished, but they're suspended because we aren't rich enough yet. I mean, look at the plasteel we went through just doing a bit. We've struck uranium ore. What, more of it? No, it's the same uranium ore we were just digging out. Why is it telling me that? Is that solar coming on? So, yeah, we got 100,000 watts coming in. So when the wind is blowing hard, then we do get our wattage. Although I was watching the power and just quick mental calculated it, and our lights are pulling about 60,000. So let's count that up and see if I was right. They're 3,000 each. We got 6 here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 times 6. Oh god, what's that? What's 6 times 8 is like, what, 42? Is that right? No, that can't be right. Okay, it's 48. It's 48. 6 times 8 is 48 kilobytes. And then 6 times 1 is 6, plus 4 is 10, so it's actually taking 100,000 watts. It's actually taking 100,000 watts, unless I did something wrong. Yeah, I did do something wrong. You know what? There was something funny about that calculation, but I'm not going to go back to it in my mind. I think it is 60,000 watts we're pulling. I don't think it's 100,000. I could have found out just by having the button on any power unit while they came on. I should have watched them come on anyway. It's kind of fun to watch them light up. But now it's bright in the place. You can see people's nice little red jackets and compare them to the blue ones. I'm really liking the red ones. I was worried a little bit that red and red, you know, but it's looking good, and when they have the little blue collar pieces, some of them show and some of them don't. I don't know if they're all wearing button-downs or what, if it's just because of their body type that it doesn't show. But they're all looking sharp. Like, look how sharp Angie's looking in that. She's looking sharp in that stuff. It's nice. And Devil Strand appears to be holding out, and it's really nice that blights don't affect Devil Strand. Oh, first time I've looked, it's 10 per plant. Okay, so that's good to know for future colonies. I mean, I know this nice big patch seems to be giving us enough for the clothing we want. We haven't run out. It's holding around 2,000, just steady, so we're just steady producing it, because I let it build up to 2,000 and some before I started. Production speed dropped to 1 because a hare is taking revenge on a wolf that's currently eating it. That will stop shortly. Something else came up and I just clicked it without reading it. I hope it wasn't like someone got cancer or something. I've done that before. I would have a colonist needs treatment up though. Grab these stone blocks. That's great. We'll get some stone churned out. I think I've got stone blocks on and smelting on because it's good weather. Yeah, smelting's on, so stone will be on. I planted some roses next to the crematorium. I thought that was appropriate. When they're full grown, they look nice and big and bushy. They're pretty. We got the beauty up in our workrooms so that people are not only sitting near beauty, but they're working in a fully beautiful space. And the next step is to bring the beauty up in all the farming zones. We've taken the step of installing one sculpture in here, which is probably the prettiest farming zone anyway. We'll check. Ugly and dirty. Negative 1.12 beauty. Let's compare it to this. Ugly, negative 0.02. So a sculpture will bring these up to neutral or a little higher. And a sculpture times 6 or so will bring that one up there. And let's see how bad this one is. Oh, beauty's neutral in this one. Oh, I've got a few sculptures in it. I actually do have a few sculptures. Plus it's half walled, or 3/4 walled, and the walls have beauty. Or they don't have negative beauty, rather, but the stone has negative beauty, so grab stone, and I've got beauty negative 2, yeah. So everywhere you put walls, your beauty gets more flat, more neutral. And the walls are the big project that the colony's headed towards. Now that we've grabbed those 2 geotherms, that took several hours of play to get those geotherms properly nabbed and set up and dealt with, because we had to bring in resources and stuff to make sure we were stable. And I decided to go nuts on mining them, just because I hate and fear sappers, because they kill colonists with grenades. So all these guns and bombs lying around here, you know, it's not out of any sheer paranoia or anything, but you can see where they've repeatedly tunneled into the base here, and you can see over here where they've repeatedly tunneled into the base and come in here. They only got part way in that time, but they've gone and done that, and it's frustrating. You guys, if you were watching the last episode with the previous episode with the Megasloths, that's when they did this one. They came in the art room while we had manhunting Megasloths on the front of the base. I was really hoping the Megasloths would go after the Raiders, but no such luck. We did great, though. We did great. It's a good episode to watch. We did super great. And since then, I have gunned up around here. Just make sure anyone approaching this area is going to come under some bloody gunfire, and if they attack a gun, they're going to come under some gunfire. They still have this point that they can snipe attack this gun from and be out of its range. And I can't place anything here because it's water. They can stand in it because it's shallow, but I can't place anything in it. Yeah, like my guns are full extended here. We can't build them on top of stuff. My guns are full extended here. Okay, I could put a gun on this island. And I could get moisture pumps in and pump it out, but it would take literally 1.5 to 2 years to pump my way over there. Maybe longer. Or I could power a moisture pump over here. I could somehow drag endless squads of cable all over the landscape and power a moisture pump over here, but no, not happening. The swamp's the natural end of our base here. That's where we can build to, and that's where we built to. This map is very swampy, which I quite like. It's good to do this in the summer and look over the map. You can see what the characteristics are. You can see how we've really raided the forest, too. You see how much richer the trees are the further you get from our base, because, well, it's growing back. This was some of the first stuff we took. I think this was the first patch we took. And it's actually grown back significantly, and then we probably took down here next. That's fried. Not all areas grow trees, but yeah, we've taken a lot. We've expanded a lot. We're a big base. We have a lot of people. We're doing fine. We're stable. We need that steel to keep pouring in, because with steel and electricity, we can almost do everything we need. We can make food. We can do everything we need. And as long as we have steel and electricity, because we've got to make those components, which Rubber's busy doing right now. That's awesome. Very happy about that. I love the sound effect for it. Just grinding away at something. Okay, Chili is pregnant. That's an Arctic wolf. The Arctic wolves are now outbreeding the timber wolves. I accidentally sold too many female timber wolves. If you're having wolves, you kind of need to keep their numbers up, because there's some natural attrition. I'm stuck in body parts like a beast, eh? We got kidneys, lungs, hearts, livers. I don't think we have a liver. And we got prosthetic arms and stuff, because we got some bionics in, and ripped off prosthetics and put the bionics in. We still got a peg leg in the place, I think, or maybe 2 peg legs in the place. I don't think we have a leg to do the job with. We do have a pair of eyes, and we do have, I believe, Vulture. Let's check Vulture. Oh, fine, bloody Vulture. There you are. I think it's Vulture has a hurt eye. Let's check it. No, Vulture had a hurt eye. Sigh. But somebody else has a hurt eye, and I'll have to track them down. It's 7 out of 10, though, so I don't think it's worth a bionic eye at this time. They're expensive. They're hard to come by. We're lucky enough to have gotten the ones we got, and I don't think it would be wise to expend them on anything less than an eye ripped or blown fully out. I think we'll just hold on. Exhaustion, that's Hannah probably binging. Yep, binging away. But she's going to bed, sweet. That's the nice thing about a smoke leaf binge is they go to bed in the middle of it. It's kind of bonus. Man, this fridge is denuded. We're at 11,000 food, so we are in a slow climb again. It's good. It's good, it's dangerous, and we got so too much hay. They are bashing away at my new storage here. Very pleased. We'll get this stone. Get all that stone hauled out. The dogs will come and take it. And that's great. That's going to be a nice, huge storage. And I've got the ability to cool it, and I'm not going to have to bring in power because I can simply have plugs run to some lamps and junk on both edges of it from existing power. I mean, if this auto door will power, then I'm pretty sure a pair of lamps will probably reach. Let's try them and see. Let's try them and see. Furniture. You know, they could use a lamp to work on. We need lamps in there anyway. We might as well light up their workspace for them right now. Eh? So we'll pop a couple in there. And we're done up here, so we'll pop one in there. Goink. And we'll just jam one in there, because we can move lamps. No issue. You unplug them and put them somewhere else. And then that'll be a little nicer, because it's in darkness is a down thing, I think. So let's go to needs. In darkness, -3, so it's not a bad thing, but yeah, bang, pop, ding, no longer in darkness. Let's see if that took the need off. Yeah, perfect. Ugly environment now is the one he's got going on. That was nice quick work on. I think that was Spider cruising in there. Pretty sure that was Spider cruising in there. I think Pony Knight constructs too, though. Oh no, Pony's in bed. We have struck compacted steel. Oh no, that makes me a happy camper. So it looks like we're going to have a steel supporting post. I am not going to bother taking that out for 35 steel. Because I like the look of the steel anyway, right? I often leave some in. Like we got some silver ore down in the dog rec room. It is a dog rec room. Oh, we're getting full up. We got a full fleet of wolves, man. When all those beds are full, I'll definitely start selling some dogs. Coral is pregnant. That's another wolf. I think that's another Arctic wolf. Yeah, I got some silver ore in there. We got some gold ore in someone jealous's bedroom. We got bits of other ore sitting around here and there. They just didn't seem necessary to grab. You know, you don't have to scarf down every resource unless it's a bad moment and you really have nothing. And that's also partly what those are for, and partly why I've left some of the compacted machinery on the map. Some of it I've been like, the hell with it, I'm taking it. But I've left a little bit of the compacted machinery on the map in case we get into a situation where our power system's badly damaged, can't repair it. Actually, I seem to have taken most of the compacted machinery. I may have to eat my words. There's some. But there are some patches of it around. What's that? That's Steelzio. Yeah, there's a big patch of Steelzio up there. I should have dug that this summer. I'll have to dig it next summer because you just don't send them out on dig missions in the cold because the old predators attack them, and even though a minigun is a pretty good defense against a lynx, as I saw quite recently, blew it away. I didn't even have to command the colonist. It was just like ducky, bucky, 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 bucky. Is that granite? Yeah, that's granite. So that means that so we've got just under 3,000 limestone ground up, and we've got 1,300 sandstone. We've only got 400 granite left. But I like sandstone for the outdoor paving, so I've used it for the outdoor paving. And actually, I'll put a pause on. With 1,400 sandstone in, I could probably finish paving underneath these solar panels, because I think it looks a mess. And I think I'd like to, even though most of it won't be seen. Oh, gosh, no. That's over 1,000 already, so I will Well, I could just do this visible patch. Well, actually, I've got a feeling there used to be a solar panel there. I think we may have lost one in a fight. Yeah, there did used to be a solar panel there. Check the roofing. Yeah, we'll just put that back. And then we'll just floor a little bit of this patch just to, you know, make the look a bit better anyways. It's a little practice for the constructors, whatever. But I like it to look nice. Yeah, we'll just clean up that as well. And I guess we should do beside it because otherwise you get a dirt look to it. Oh, okay. So, yeah, that'll do. And yeah, we don't want that dirt look to it. So we better go beside it a trifle to make sure, because the edges of the tile end up looking with dirt on them if you don't have it built with tile beside it. Yeah, you know what I mean? So we'll do another small patch down here. Whatever. I know it's a bit silly what I'm doing, but I like to just clean up the look of the place. And I'm pretty proud that we're, you know, paving our whole area. I think that's pretty nice. Maybe paving landmines isn't a good idea. Could get into some trouble. These things can get you. It can get you. We lost one colonist and we've had other injuries to landmines. Okay, so this will be the hay barge in here. We'll put it to a low priority hay storage, something along those lines. Well, we can get started on it pretty soon. These guys don't mind cold temperature, so we're going to go ahead and bang the first coolers in. Wookity wook, 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 chickalookity bunk. Pop that in. Oh, and I better get my roofing zone out and make sure I'm all cleaned up on the... Yep, see that? I was not roofing my cooler. That could have caused some trouble for me later on. I've had coolers take lightning strikes because I forgot to roof them. Stuff like that. We just don't want to accidentally roof any of the stuff that's actually important for the solar panels, but let's get around the edge in little clicksies like so. And then we don't really have to worry about roofing the middle of it because they will auto roof it, but I do like to do it. That. Pop, pop, pop. And we'll put in another cooler right here. It's nice that we do have the steel and components to do that. And I guess we cannot jam in those coolers until we break through there. So we'll be comfortable with that for now. Get ourselves going again. Oh, the jaggedness of the program. Alright, we're having a chillax episode, and I'm down with that. I tried balancing out berries and... oh, bloody hell, it didn't work. I overbalanced berries now. Damn it. Okay, so what I need is maybe 3 of the... I'll take 4. Put those back to taters. I'm trying to balance berries and taters just for an exercise in balancing because they grow at different rates, so it's a little bit fun for me to try to balance them, basically. I had 2.5 balls of potatoes and 1.5 balls of berries before, and potatoes were a little bit faster than the berries, so I moved over to more berries, but I moved too far. So I'm just gonna, I'll take those 4 and see if I can't get those numbers flattening off. It's hard to get a chance to check on the numbers until you get a chance to sell some food, and then you can sell an amount that balances down your numbers, and then you can watch your numbers a little better. You know, if I could do this in my real life, I'd be doing a lot better. Because I've got to tell you, in my real life, I fail to balance the numbers on a pretty much continual basis. And it's a rolling train wreck. Like, I just can't keep my paperwork in order. It's a disaster. And yet, in RimWorld, I'm getting fairly sharp after some practice with keeping things in functional balance. And the game's been pretty nice with me about it. I've certainly killed a few colonies. There's a few that have never seen the internet. Yes, there are. But usually when I bone it early. You know, if I get my head wrapped around it correctly. Shay got food poisoning. You know, we've been having very little food poisoning. And I think it may be because the colony has a really high janitorial standard. As you can see, the kitchen is spotless. And half the cooks are janitors, so as soon as they're done cooking, they clean up, which is great. But I've got a lot of people cranked on janitorial, like more than hauling, because I have a dog team. If I didn't have a dog team, we'd have a desperate hauling problem in this place. You cannot haul all this produce very effectively without the assistance of an animal team. I've noticed that the pigs seem to run faster than the dogs, even when the dogs are in run mode. And the pigs can be trained to haul. So I'm kind of wondering if I should have just sold all my dogs and kept the pigs and trained some pigs and kept them as pets and haulers and then killed other pigs. Essentially, okay, they have to chip out one more hunk before I can put in the final coolers. That's fine. That's fine. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. So let's take a long look at the heavily developed newer area. This is the newer area. That's the room we opened in our Geraldo Rivera episode. Nothing happened. And our storage there is not over full. That's art, special items, and silver, gold, and explosives, things like that. Artwork in here. I guess art storage could be bigger, but you know, because it is really good for sale. Selling that art is sweet. It brings in such money. Yeah, so that's all the newer section, and those are the newest rec rooms. They are creepy, but I like them. And there's our new hospital wing. It has a bit of a different lighting because it had to have a heater put in it. I had to find room for a heater in it. There's no room for a heater in the other hospital, so I just heated this hallway instead and had, you know, as ever in the place, lots of venting. Can't do much venting here because it's outdoors, so too bad. Then there's the older section of the colony that I suppose is more familiar. The power system's ballooned a little. And the defensive cordon has ballooned a little. Oh yeah, another... Well, I think you guys saw that other fan before. And I got another one in somewhere else. Where was it? I got another fan in somewhere else, turned around backwards. Oh, I think it was here. I think that's a new fan. Yeah, that is a new fan. I jammed that in and found room. I need more fans. The wind component of the power system is... I need more fans on YouTube too, man. Hit the like button, hit the like button. No, I don't care if you hit the like button. If you like it, I'm happy, and you don't have to say so, you know, like, it's fine, right? Not really here for the big money or anything. I'm here to play games with Malcolm and with the rest of you guys, and I hope you're all enjoying it, because I sure am. I find playing this way to be... it's different than playing on your own. And in some ways, it's a little more rewarding. You're not quite as free, and you can't concentrate on the game as much. That's for sure. But it's exciting to show people your sandcastle that you built. You know, that is a big fun thing. I don't care if it's a little kid type of pleasure. I like little kid types of pleasures just as much as I like grown-up types of pleasures. And it is a nice little kid type of thing to show everyone your sandcastle you built. I'm pretty proud. I think I've done a good job. I notice right now that that doorway is actually off-center, but I think it would be off-center the other direction too. I don't know, the whole thing's a bit lonka-wonka here, but I am happy we got all those mortars out and in fairly protected, we got walls and stuff protecting our mortars. And these internal mortars sure proved handy against a manhunter pack that was a really dangerous one. Megasloths are hard to fight, they're huge. And I think our shells had softened them up enough that we had an easy fight when we came out to take them down, because they had one of our colonists in their Megaslothy grip. We just shot them down right away, but I think we would have lost people or gotten some really bad injuries if we had not shelled them for like 4 colony hours or 6 colony hours or whatever. Okay, yeah, that hay's got to get in storage. It's just all piling up. We got 200 size bales piling up out there. It's... okay, colonist needs treatment. Rubber's having an asthma attack, 6 a.m. So Rubber, hop in the hospital and then go have your breakfast after. So I hope they finish out this storage pretty soon. It looks like there's been a bit of a slowdown in the work on it. Maybe I should shut down these deep drills for temporary, get a couple more miners on. Nah, I want that steel. Look, we went down to 4,800 again. We were at, what, 5,200 a second ago. Its components ate that. I didn't build anything but 2 coolers. Oh, I think that's 200 right there, isn't it? I think they're probably 100 each. And some lights. Oh, right. Okay, it was me. You see what I do, eh? Just devour the resources. Okay. Pardon. Having a little bit of a lurchy breathing thing there. Gosh sakes. God, I had some chest pains last night. I was freaking terrified. I thought I was a goner. I'd been pretty concerned about that for a few years, but I had an EKG taken. It's warg meat. We'll eat it. We will eat that warg meat. It's not even far from the colony. We need meat, man. Let's just check our luxury meals here. Yeah, no luxury meals. We're stone out and no milk, and we need the milk to make them. So even with our new cows. Oh, and we had some elk self-tame, and elk make milk. And we had a male and a female elk self-tame. And I kept them for a while thinking elk milk? Maybe elk milk. And then I thought, you know, it says in the description of cows, and we had bought the cows already when I got the elk. It says in the description of the cows that produce large amounts of milk. Doesn't say how much, can produce large amounts of milk. Whereas there's no such claim on a muffalo or an elk. So I'm thinking the cows are the milk beasts, and they probably produce higher milk. I'll watch at some point and see if I can catch someone milking a cow. Like, here's someone either shearing or milking a muffalo. So if a barrel of milk comes out, I think it's 8 that we get off of them. So if a barrel of milk comes out, see, I got a fire foam popper right on those shells, eh? That's our shell pile for here. Is it milk, or what is it? It's wool. It's wool, so, okay, too bad. I'll try to check another time, though, I guess. Want that storage, man. I want, oh yeah, that's what I like. Look at them all mining, because everyone in this colony who will mine, mines, and I think that's almost everyone. I can find that out right now. This has been all granite, so we're getting a nice boost on our granite, and our granite was destroyed. Yeah, we've already got 200 more cut. Let's see. Mining, yeah. Let's just check that work roster. Colonist needs treatment. Deal with that first. Strange, he's lighting one up while he has an asthma attack. Why don't you bop in the hospital, son? Drop that stoker where it lies. Look at it. It's a big puff of smoke and it's lying there. Hasn't lost a single hit point. He barely singed the end. And that's too bad. He's feeding his addiction, but he needs his asthma treated. And I think someone will path in fairly fast. Arshis is a surgeon type. He's just leaving. Sepultura looks purposeful here. No. No, come on. Rascal looks like no. Are you joking? How long am I going to have to sit in the hospital waiting room? This is bloody terrible. He could die of an asthma attack here before he gets help around this colony. And how many doctors do I have on one? Look at them janitors go. I love that. Can someone... this is actually a good thing to observe, because, like, we got Thrip and Messina. Oh, they must be fighting. Damn, I really wanted to see how much longer it took Strange, but we're gonna have to watch these two and see if they do any permanent harm. We have to replace any body parts, you know. So, Thrip health, left thumb destroyed fresh. Damn it! I think I have one. I do. Thrip, you got an arm. Piss me off. She's one of our prime surgeons. We can't have it, right? And you, nothing destroyed. So, Thrip. Messina, you do whatever you want. I don't care right now. You've got bruises. Go rest or go smoke one or go eat. I don't really care because I'm mad at you. There's Thrip. So we need Thrip down in hospital. Bam, in a good bed. And we'll get a janitor in. And Thrip's one of our prime medics too. So really we have to do this. It's kind of unfortunate. Rubber. Clean that hospital. Get that done. We got a surgery coming up, so let's make this place nice. Messina, you go die, Messina. Well, don't, because we need you. Ruya, first treat the bruises, and let's get someone in to clean this blood. Oh, Pony's treating someone. Jenny, do you clean? No, probably not. Ape, do you clean? Oh, the blood hasn't finished spawning. I've had this problem since before the update. I always try to clean it right away, but it actually has to finish spawning. So let's see if Strange will... Yeah, Strange will clean it. It seems to need to sit for a little minute before it comes in. So we'll get that now. Oh, did Ruya finish treating Thrip's bruises? Yeah, he's fast. Ruya. Oh no, he had to go for more medicine to tend to her. Oh, that's interesting. Oh no, he must be bringing the medicine for the operation or something. I don't know what he's doing, Ruya. Installing bionic arm. Perfect. We're going to have to watch this. At least Ruya's good at this, though, right? So let's check his health. Good. He's all clear right now. He's in a pretty good place mentally, and his medicine's 13. Let's see what Thrip's own medicine is. Due on surgery. She's 12, so Thrip's actually one of our best. Or Ruya, rather, is one of our best. You know, if he kills her, I'm reloading, like, spoiler. If he fails the operation, I'll probably let it stand, but if he kills her, I'm reloading. Don't fail, Ruya. Don't bone it while I'm on the internet, bud. No, do that at home where no one can see. Right on. Good job, Ruya. Go eat something lavish. We got 2 good meals in again. Oh, we brought in 87 milk. Nice. Oh, it's because we got meat. Right. Ah, and Ruya came to feed her. Good job. I gotta save the game. So, Thrip is the brand recipient of a bionic arm. Does she at least have a sword? No, it doesn't even help her in combat. I like the bionic arm stand up on the swordsman. I think it gives them a little extra juice. Oh, that hay problem. So yeah, we need this freezer-rated, and we're going to need this floor flattened or paved. Or done with steel tile or concrete. The other storerooms I've all done with limestone flagstone. But then they're pretty small. So this is a whole different size room, so I guess it's okay for it to look different. It's taking quite a colony while to dig this. It's taken a couple of colony days, or 3 colony days now, I think, to dig this. I won't crank those fridges up. Nice they all plug in. Nice the lights plug in, so we'll spawn another light in the corner there. And how far can we get one? No, we can't, so we might have to bring a little wiring into the place. Let's move this light as far as it'll go to there. Did I reinstall or did I build? I reinstalled. Good, we'll move that light and then we'll see what we can do up here. Build a copy of that. How far will it go? So it'll go to there. That's pretty solid. So we won't build it yet. We'll build it when the time comes, but that's solid, that's solid. I can't do speed 3 while I'm doing a recording. Hey, they haven't gotten the devil's transplanted out again yet. Dog, get that stuff banged in the ground. It probably just got harvested. It is really slow growing, even though it looks like fatly ripe. It'll still be days and days and days and days and days. A little jade ore in the wall there. It's too bad they don't give beauty to the pretty ore, because it would be nice to look at something with flecks of jade in it. You know, if you polished it or whatever, it would probably be a gorgeous accoutrement to your hallway. It looks like the roof support plan worked. Phew. I mean, yeah, I know it's 8 spaces. Yeah, Thrip's up and about. Sweet. Let's check her health right now. Thrip. Ruya, Thrip. They're close to each other. There she is. Overview. Oh, she's all beat down, weakened because she's sick, but manipulation enhanced, 107% and climbing, because I just saw it tick up from 106. Look at that dirty freaking hospital. Everywhere else in the base, oh, I was going to say it's spotless, but it's not as filthy in here. This is night crew, they don't clean as much. Actually, you know, it's kind of the opposite in the restaurant biz. I spent most of my working life cooking in restaurants and industrial cooking and stuff. So, horrible work. I didn't like it at all, actually. Some people like cooking, I know, and it's stressful, it's unpleasant, and it's physically not that easy, especially if you're dealing with industrial grade stuff. Big amounts of food equals heavy weights. What was I going to say about it? Oh yeah, it's the opposite in cooking. The day crew never bloody cleans a freaking thing because they don't have to, and the night crew cleans everything because they have to. So you want to avoid night crew, but it's always the beginner's job to be night crew. Dinner is different. You make sure you got your good staff on dinner, and they leave a couple 3 hours after the dinner. You know, that's where their shift is situated. Then you got the lesser folks on for the rest of the night. And they get to do the grind of cleaning off the grill and stuff like that. Oh god, that's horrible. Get a grill brick, get some oil, pour the oil on the grill, grind the grill brick on there till the whole thing's a mess of like black grill brick leavings and oil and filth. And then you get out, if you're lucky, you got the ability to pull off your grill drain and put a bucket where the grill drain normally is, so you can drain all that oil and crap that you're putting on the grill and cleaning it with into it. Otherwise, you have to like find a methodology for either not putting so much oil on that it overflows the grill bucket, or finding a way to pull out the grill bucket partway through and just keep going. It's disgusting. But, you know, that's how you clean a grill. I've seen people do it with chemicals, it's normal in a lot of places, and it's pretty awful, and I don't like the idea of cooking on a grill that's been done with chemicals, because the steel on a grill is not a perfect surface, and I mean, it is a good surface. It's always pretty smooth. It has to be, and it's good steel. But there's pits and porosities and corrosion and so forth on the surface at all times, and it's ground up by the grill brick and by cooking. And so that chemical is not going to really come off, no matter how you rinse it off with vinegar or whatever, which is what you do. You rinse it off with vinegar. I prefer to clean with oil, and then you just wipe her down with a rag, and shaping, it looks beautiful. We got our little berry patch and a tiny little backup smoke leaf patch there by the fire popper, just for extras. We seem to be producing enough of the stuff to satisfy our addicts and the occasional desires of our colonists, because we have them set to just do it if their mood's below 58 or something like that, and joy below 58, and their joy's cranking all the time, and their mood's usually fairly good. Their work schedule's light, they're in a comfortable colony, and although people die fairly regularly, that doesn't bother them as much as it might bother you and I. You know, their friends get killed, they're like, -3. And one of my friends got killed, I'd be like, -100. I don't want to talk to anyone for a while. Oh, they're getting so close to achieving my desire, which is to be able to decide on a flooring command for this unit. I'll just go to speed 3 for now. Look at that. I just hit speed 3 and it made no difference. I'll go back to speed 2. Okay. Back to speed 3. Oh, it made a little difference. Not much. I guess I'm pushing my computer. Oh, alpha beavers. I hate alpha beavers. You know, I think I'm going to send like 3 minigunners. So, Teeny drafted, Rascal drafted, and who we got? Angie. Oh, Angie's night crew. Sorry, Angie. Whoops. That was mean. Leo drafted. The 3 of you. Go down here, please. And we'll just take care of this with a few crew and let the colony keep running, you know. Oh my gosh, I hope they don't get too far before we get to them. Look, nice ripe berry bushes. When we started this colony, if you want to go back and watch the first episodes with this colony, which is where the road ends, because I chose a road ending for it with the new road stuff. Oh, they're spreading out like little buggers. They're spreading out. Where are my people? Where are my people? So Rascal will start the festivities. And just rock that thing, dude. Too far away. Too far away. Come in a little closer. Okay, now all 3 of you group so you don't hit each other. And yeah, get a little better, and then we're gonna just get some attack commands going on. This is what I like. Let's wreck these things, man. Because they're gonna hit a few other ones along with these ones. Oh, don't shoot the dog, eh? This is great. I mean, they may go revenge on us and scuff us up, but this is just what we want. It's some shooting practice for our minigunners. We don't have to take everyone out of the colony, and we're heavily armed at this... Oh, birthday. Jova is 58 and has gained the following disease, bad back, which knocks down his mobility and manipulation pretty bad. That's unfortunate. What's Jova do for a living? I can't check right now because I'm kind of busy with these guys who have incapacitated quantities of these beavers by accident. Well, okay, we're going to have to take that attack order and move it over there. So that dog's coming through, eh? Boy, they just can't hit it. They shot a whole tree in half, eh? Got it. Anything left? Here's one. Go for it, kids. Good shooting. Good shooting, good shooting. Now, I could get them to finish off the dying. I probably should, so... It's good shooting practice. Oh, and they'll finish off more than one at a time, too. They're awesome. They're making it rain bullets. Goes to show miniguns are not particularly accurate units, eh? I mean, they're great against a group. This is ridiculous. This is actually pretty harsh. Maybe I better shorten the range up. That's getting a little crazy. Oh, excuse me. Did you just shoot Leo? Right middle finger shot off fresh. Leo, what do you do for a living? He's a constructor, of course. I think I have another one. No, I don't. Oh, I'm so pissed off. I can't believe they just did that. I can't believe they just did that. I can't believe they just did that. So one of my constructors is now hosed, slightly. And these guys are idiots. I just don't even understand it. I don't. I try not to hit each other. You guys are out here till this is done now, man. You better get it done. I guess because it's lying down, it's harder to hit. I guess I'm gonna have to walk them in even closer. Wait for them to stop shooting. It's probably the right way to go about it. You guys, can you stop making things so damn dangerous? Right? Okay. That's how we do it now. We're gonna walk you right over to it. Oh, what a mess. Oh well, it's my mistake. It really was my mistake, I think. I should have realized that they'd do something insanely stupid, basically. Colonists need treatment, 4 colonists idle, break risk, whatever. It's beavers. You guys had this much trouble with beavers and you got shot up. Sometimes you gotta wonder. But it was my bad. Oh, finish that off. Perfect. You can both leave. Go home. Excellent work. Good job shooting your buddy's finger off. And we'll unforbid those and have us some roasted beaver for dinner. Fine. What a mess. What a mess. So here's Leo in the hospital. Can't get that finger sewn back on because that minigun bullet probably took it clean the heck off. Blew it to bitsies. Bummer. Well, you know, everybody's all shot up and mangled. And that's just the way it is around here, so that's fine. Looks like we've got a few luxury meals in. That warg meat probably went into them. I bet you if I check, I'll find some in there. Oh, no, just milk and rice in that one. Oh, we got a bit of milk built up. Okay, did they finish digging this while I was stuck with beavers? Ah, they did. Well, that's a nice bonus. Let's get another lamp in here. Just push it over as far as it'll go. That'll just have to do. And look, it happens to be even with the other one, which is kind of cute. And now we'll decide on a flooring. So we can either smooth the existing floor, or I can put in some flooring. Now, for stone... I'm sitting on 3,000 limestone, and that's what I've used to flag the others, but I need it for walls. I'm sitting on enough steel I could likely concrete this thing. I think I'm going to concrete this. I always used to use concrete in all my storing before because it's cheap. And you can walk 100% speed on it, and it looks fine to my eye, even though the colonists' eyes don't like it. Oh, look, we got stone to haul. Let's get that out. Get that out of their way there. Let's get back to that and get me my concrete, or I could put in paved tile. It's twice the price, but it's nicer to look at. So let's see what kind of cost we're looking at. So 570 for that half. And then this half, we do not want to accidentally start concreting. I didn't even look. We're looking at probably 1200 to 1500 steel to do this job, is what I'm thinking. I guess I'm willing to spend it just to get something looking decent in there. Paved tile, though. I mean, this is a storeroom. Let's get the information on those. Let's get the information on those. So, no beauty, concrete. I can't switch while I'm in this mode. So, beauty -1. Well, that does kind of tear it. It's the paved style or it's stone flagging, and we're gonna need the stone for the walls. So, or I carpet the damn thing, but I don't think so. So paved tile, and I think. For in here, we'll just go ahead and pave tile the doorway, and we'll go ahead and pave tile the doorway there, and we'll get these coolers turned down. So what is it to drop them a bunch? It's J, isn't it? Yeah, so J, 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 oops, J, oh no, H, and what's the other one that goes upwards? 10. Y. Now, J, 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 J. And I've got -19 on all of them, which I think is pretty good stuff for storing the hay and such. And so we will go ahead and make the whole thing into a storage zone and just let them pack junk in here. So zone area, stockpile zone, and we'll stretch it the whole size of the darn place completely, except not out to there, of course. Don't want to do that. So we just want it in here, and that's how we want it. But we want it all one great big huge vast big zone, and then we will storage, we'll clear all, and we'll put it to priority low. And we're going to allow, I guess, pretty much all raw foods, and hay, and we will also allow any overflow of textiles. Let's take a look at the textile storage room right now. Yep, we'll allow some overflow of textiles. So, yeah, pop. We will allow overflow of all textiles. And we will allow, we don't have an overflow problem on those other issues, but we will allow overflow of medicine so we have somewhere to put it. And we will allow... we will allow mechanoid corpses just in case we happen to have one we can't store, because it's always nice to have those. And that's cool. So that should work, and it's on low, so they should consider it as an overflow space. I'll just save in a back slot too here. I think they'll consider it as an overflow space. We haven't expended a great deal of power on it. Well, I guess we're putting down 200 watts per cooler. Ha 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 ha. 1,000 watts going down in here, and a little bit more, including the lights, eh? Whoops. Light pulse 75, so 150, 300. There's probably 500 watts of lights in there, and 800 watts of cooling. Whoa, dude, are you serious with me right now? Wow. That almost merits a battery. We did just pick up those geotherms, and I did just bang in that solar in there. Oh, it does look better with the paving, doesn't it? You know, it's just for the visible stuff. Makes it look a little slicker. Whoa. I thought I had a power conduit in there, but no, it's just a funny shadow, so that's good. Right, and I need to bang in another chunk of wall in here. I'm slowly getting that finished. So I had to mine out the whole back of it because they couldn't reach through the batteries, so I had to dig right up all the way through there. And that means rebuilding is slow. This is all patchworked. It's all good. Yeah, definitely textiles overflow, and definitely these pigskin armchairs, well, they are gonna be for sure in that room, so I might as well put them in there and just decide on what to do with them later. I'll just stack them in there, and then I'll decide on how to, just what sort of entertainment facility I should put in that room, because I'm not really sure. Like, we've got 2 tube TVs in the main rec room, and we've got a flat screen out here. That's quite a lot of TV watching ability that we have. These were all good armchairs with 2 Masterworks. Like, way to go, constructors. Way to go. Like, serious good job. Now I'm going to end up blocking where I need to install them. I should have thought that through. I'm just bringing them over there, but it's going to end up involving 2 more reinstalls, probably. Because I put them all in at funny angles and stuff. But whatever, so I'll figure it out. I just want to get them hauled over there and get them out of there. Because they don't need to be in there, and they need to be over here to inspire me to get the job done. I guess once I see them in place, then I might have a better idea of how to use the space. Is this the last one? Yeah, I think that's the last one. Grab this armchair and sail over to the kidney lounge here, or the lung lounge, or whatever you would call it. They do look like little organs, don't they? Doesn't that look like a pair of little organs in the base? It's pretty cool. Certainly doesn't have this set of clean and classy blue color. I was thinking the blue carpet would come out looking kind of cheap and shabby, but it came out looking kind of rich and classy and quite nice, and with those blue-white muffler armchairs, really, I like. Even the hint of brown in there is just working. I love it. Beautiful room. So pleased. Let's check the stats on that room. I mean, we've gone crazy here, putting in nice stuff. We haven't got all Masterworks or anything. The sculptures are more focused on history than mastery. Let's check it. Unbelievably impressive, luxurious, extremely spacious, beautiful, and clean. Yeah. That's how you like your room, I think. We'll work on all this stuff. Maybe I should make this a smoking lounge. I could make an additional stack of smoke leaf in here. Sure. And make this into a smoking lounge. It's too bad you can't have a drinks cabinet, but I don't allow my colonists alcohol. It's burned instantly. There's a stockpile right over here by the crematorium, which any drugs and alcohol other than smoke leaf or ambrosia that come in. Oh, cow's pregnant. Sweet. Any drugs other than smoke leaf or ambrosia that come in here are taken there priority critical and burned as the first bill. Burn drugs forever on the crematorium, because we have several people with chemical interest and fascination in, and they could sample luciferium, and then we have to euthanize them. You know, like getting an addiction, that's bad enough, it's hard for them to deal with, it's unpleasant, we can handle it. Great, the overflow haze coming right in. That's awesome, really. And how's the temperature? 19 below. I'll love it. And it's negative 12 outdoors, so it's not really a test of the cooling system. It gets up to about 10 above in the high summer, but 4th of September here, I actually should probably turn off smelting right now, this very second, before we get attacked by predators. So smelting's off right now and save the game on that. I will leave stone cutting on, because I'm thinking, yeah, we have maybe not a winter's worth of stone to cut, but we have a colony month or 2 worth of stone to cut. We have 1 stone cutter's bench, so he's cut another 200. We're up to 844 granite. That's really nice. He, she, anybody working it, it's over here. And yeah, it's a long slog. They got to bring the stone here, bring it back. But it's okay. We don't need stone production fast. And tailoring's slow enough work that I didn't make stockpiles for them for that. But oh, I forgot to make a steel. Oh no, there is a steel stockpile in here for this component bench to feed off, because the steel stockpile was put there to make mortar shells with the chem fuel there, which I can probably take out. We're not building mortar shells at high speed right now. But the other components bench, which is always in a place I don't expect because I changed everything in the base, I did bring in and make a little stock of steel for it because we really need to keep busting out components. Let's check the bills. Okay, I'm going to just add a few to the operating bill. Just keeping 2 bills running and topping them up to the degree that seems smart given what we've used. Yeah, this bench is getting used more often, or it's getting used by someone faster. So many nice sculptures in there. Oh, and there's 2 tool cabinets in there. There's 2 in here, but they don't both reach the Scoodler bench here. In fact, that doesn't reach that either. Shame, but there's no room for another. It'd just clutter it too much in there. I could move it, but no, it's done the way it's done, and it's done that way. So that's how it's done. So that tailoring bench is always going to be slow. That's fine. I think we're doing okay on tailoring. Let's have a look in the apparel cupboard. Well, we've got some shabby junk Muffalo parkas that we actually want to get rid of. They're too high percentage to get burned. So that's too bad, but if we get a chance to sell them, we will, so we can get some more Devil Strand parkas built. Quick as bun wraps. Natural attrition will eventually have us all garbed in red. It is garbing us all in red. Ah, look at that, chop and a chop, and they got themselves some beavers to eat. Delicious. I actually have no idea if beavers could eat or not. They have a musk gland, which I suspect you'd have to know how to remove, because I think that sort of thing can spoil meat. But other than that, well, it's a rodent, and many rodents are considered good food. There's some large rodents that are eaten in South America. I think the capybaras or something like that are eaten. I think there are people that eat gerbils in South America somewhere as well, and I've often thought myself that, you know, a kebab stick and 4 gerbils with maybe some teriyaki sauce, it's probably not so bad at all. Oh, look at all the overflow hay we had, eh? Wow, baggers. I wonder if those are 200 bundles being brought in all at once, or if the dogs can only haul 75 at once, and if they're breaking the 200 bundles and rebuilding them. It looks like they can only haul 75 at once, but then most things only stack to 75 and hay stacks to 200, thank goodness. Because it looks like our hay production is a bit overzealous. Yeah, this is going to end up being a hay cupboard. We'll work on that. Oh, the dog took away the steel. That's cute. Good dog. And okay, the paved tile's fine. I'm down. Place looks fine. And it'll give it relatively neutral beauty. It'll probably be slightly ugly due to dirt and the -2 walls. Oh, look at that. Well, that's a fat patch of compacted machinery. We will keep it. 2,000 hit points to mine each chunk of it. We will keep it and not touch it, because there's a little more reserve. If we hit a big emergency, there's a little bit more reserve. There's 6 or so components in that, and there might be a little bit more behind it. No, there might not. The patches are never big. Oh, this is good. I wonder if you ever get underground patches of compacted machinery. I haven't ever before, but I haven't done a ton of deep drilling in this game. I wonder if you ever hit an underground patch. It would be a small one. That looks like a small patch, but that's because we nabbed all the steel out where we could easily build the steel driller. So I've got more stuff over here we can take. I'm looking for stuff that's easy to hook up to the power system, so I don't have to bust out the Makita Pack batteries to do it. I've eaten away at these easy bits. And yeah, there's some here and there. I'll have to pull out the minefield if I start going there. And I can definitely just mine in the hallway here. I think people can walk through deep drills. Actually, no, they probably can't walk through deep drills. They'll probably block the hallway. Are there 2 routes? Yeah. Actually looks like there are 2 routes, and there's no doors that would be blocked, so we could deep drill right in the hallway there and hook right up to the existing power system without any modifications whatsoever. Might end up doing that very thing. Okay, so we've got our overflow set up. I guess that's our big accomplishment for today. Good old Connie didn't throw anything our way at all. No traders, no raiders. That's cool. I wanted to have a chill episode, guys. I've had a stressful time lately. It's been bad lately. It hasn't been awful, Nothing terrible's happening to me or anything. It's just been stressful lately. So it was nice to have a chill episode with you guys. And here we are in our nice big new storeroom, which is staying plenty cold. Oh, it's only negative 16 now. Well, people are going in and out of 21 degree spaces. It's 2 above outdoors. Oh, that's probably more the reason. I think she'll hold frozen in the summer. It's going to be okay, because we need that frozen won't spoil. Yeah, we need that frozen won't spoil on everything in there, and we need it on there permanently. So I'm really hoping, oh, she's up to negative 15 now, and it's only 1 Celsius outside, so we can get another 10 degrees Celsius outdoors. That's going to bring it up at least 5 or 8 degrees indoors. But that means it will hold frozen. If negative 15 is the worst we're going to see in here with high traffic rolling in and out, and high traffic is rolling in and out, then we're going to see it stay frozen all summer. It's a shame I don't have a light over in this corner, but I do not want to bring wiring in here. It just seems like a bad idea. There, the flooring's done. So now we've got to extend our roofing area over the whole thing. Finish that job. Just nope. And nope. Make sure we got the rest of our roofing area. Tickety-boo. And that ensures that roofs will be repaired if damaged. Make sure we go down here, because I don't remember checking ever down there, so we're good. Roofing area good. That storeroom is sadly dark. You know, if there was a battery-powered light, well, I could put a battery in a power light with a battery. But if there was some kind of, like, long-term self-powered light in the game, I might throw it in there. It's not worth bringing in wiring. Dark 5%, dark 0%. So it's 5% and 0% lit, 2% lit, 0% lit. It's pretty dark over there. Let's see, the 50 lasts to here. And then we're going dark to 0. Oh, snap. Connie got mad at me. Oh, disaster. It's right in the middle of everything. Not kosher. We're going to need people to assemble in here. Yeah, that's bad, and we need these guys not to assemble through that pathway, so get them repathed. Ruya, you go in here. It's a shame about the dogs. Beaver, why? Chappers, why? But they got away with it. Thrip. Actually, Thrip, you're gonna need to turn around, man. Toad, the same. Turn around. We don't want troubles here. They're gonna wreck the place up. They've killed a dog. They've killed a bloody dog. That's frickin' annoying. Yeah, we need these guys all to come the low way. Come down this way, guys. Gonna try to handle this pretty carefully. Okay. They're gonna come through a deep trick. Come the low way, please. Rest of you guys. Holy snap, there's a lot of people coming the highway. We don't want them doing that. Just watch Latchy there, make sure, yeah, he's not gonna do it. And Hannah there, make sure she's not gonna do it. And Alicia there, make sure she's not gonna do it. Here it comes, folks, here it comes. Bacon has been cut to death. That's another dog dead, eh? Oh, wow. Oh, we're bringing it. It's on now. It's on, dude. It's on. Fishbone shot to death. I don't know who Fishbone is. Colonist needs rescue. We've got recoil is down. Lost an eye, and he's pretty beat. We're gonna pull Arshies in to rescue him right now. And go ahead and keep working. Arshies, why would you go that way, dog? Is that the lot? I think that's the lot. I think we took care of them all, so everyone's undrafted. That's gonna make Arshies drop his rescue, yeah. So Arshies rescue that guy again. And we'll review our injuries in a minute. But we gotta get these hives destroyed, so I need to detail some uninjured swords people to get rid of the hives. nice and quick. So I've got a whole bunch of uninjured people down here. Looks like we had plenty of folks. And we better check for any more hives. Because there's a little, the game has a little habit of slipping you some extra ones. Kind of around the corner, so. Oh yeah, there's 4 in here. I thought there were 3. Wait, no, there's 3. So have we got all the hives covered? Yeah, I got 3 people attack 3 hives, right? Yeah, that's good. So we'll take a little look around the base and just see if we've got any more hives happening anywhere. So they'll do that. They'll appear over on the other side of the base. That was nasty. Connie, you're mean. It does say, beware, she'll hit as hard as anyone else. And yeah, no joke, man. Check all the way down these paths too, because that's a prime spot for this sort of thing to pop up, isn't it? So let's go check up those high ones as well. Okay, looks clear. I think we're clear. There was a bit more components up in there. They were clear, so we're going to go through our injuries. They're going to be mostly gunshot wounds. A little unfortunate. Recoil has had his eye blown out. And he's pretty hurt, but he's going to be okay. So now we'll get started with the rest of them one by one. So Angie's hit. Not bad. And that toe was missing before. Okay. Kiri's hit. She's lost an ear freshly. Nothing else really ripped off. It does affect her hearing. Speedy. Lightly shot up. We'll just put him over here. Recoil is blasted. Jenny's lightly shot. We'll put over here. And Steiner is bit a little bit by a Mega Scarab. Not bad. So I think we're going to be fine. We're going to be just fine here. And wow, what a mess. I guess I'll get those swordsmen to finish off the... I put 2 swords people on 1 hive, eh? Whoops. Put the swords people on getting rid of those bugsers too. Takes them a little while to do these hives. Okay, Olga, you finished first, so go get that mega spider. Oh, I should get them info on a mega spider before it dies, right? Read it out. Not actually a spider, the mega spider is a genetically engineered giant insect the size of a bear. Designed for heavy work and combat, its thick chitinous armor makes it hard to kill, while its long, deadly ripper blades make it deadly. I like that, that's cute. And we got some spellipedes in there. Oh, and we got a little puppy, he's dead. Mega Scarab and a spellipede, so it's alive, Jesus. Horrible thing. I want to tame it. A medium-sized bioengineered bug the size of a sheep. The spellipede is the middle caste of a hive, taking care of most work tasks as well as fighting with its claws. And then we've got the Mega Scarab. Info. Dead body of a Mega Scarab. There'll be no living ones handy. They get shot to bits, I'm sure. So, Dietrich. He's done with that hive, so kill that spellipede. I think everyone's getting treated. Kiri needs treatment. She's heading to bed. No problem. Oh, Harry finished his job. He's undrafted. Go. Okay, Dietrich's done. Go. Olga's almost done getting her melee practice in. I think she has a bionic arm. Oh, she's actually short a finger. So she's worse at sword work. Olga's done. She can go. Got all our colonists in bed, and I'm hoping they're getting bloody medical treatment. Let's just check on that, eh? Not treated. Not treated. Not treated. You serious, guys? Are you serious, Ruya? Get out of bed. Go treat Angie now. Any other of you jerks that can do medicine, get out of bed. Shay, you can do medicine, I'm pretty sure. Get out of bed. What do you think you're doing? Sepulture, I don't care if you can do medicine. Like, get in there. Okay, let's call that good for now. That was ridiculous. Like, people could bleed to death, man. We had some people who were bad shot up. That was recoil, I guess. Wow, yeah, Bloodlust Miner, man. Like, they let him go that long. Bloodlust Miner. Okay, he's lost an eye, so we're gonna go ahead and schedule left eye bionic and and we're going to go ahead and suspend that because I don't want the night nurse trying to pull that job. And now is everybody treated? Folks, no. Speedy's not treated. Whichever one of you guys just walked away, get in there and bloody do that. And let's just make sure nobody else still needs treatment in here. Yeah. Okay, you didn't tend to carry either. Hey, you guys, like, is Angie treated? Okay, he's treated. Is Steiner treated? Steiner's treated. 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 And treated. Treated. What do you mean cut off fresh? Oh, right ear. Okay. Cool. You didn't treat an ear cut off. What do you think? She's Chopper from this movie or whatever? Like, come on, guys. You're jerks. And you know what, Shay? Let me stand up a little late doing some janitorial work, Buckles. Actually, no. I'll get someone else in to do it. But I want this place cleaned. It's gross, man. Like, get in there and do that, please. What do you think you're doing? Yeah, get down there, clean that. Look at that mess on the floor. You just leave that all night. You just leave these people to suffer all night. I'm telling ya, folks. I don't know what these kind of workers are. We need some union workers in here to take a little pride in their work. Don't need these random laborers. Actually, they do a great job around here. They do handle their business well, and they probably would have taken care of that medically acceptably as well. But I like to supervise that aspect. Okay, so they did some damage in here, but it doesn't look like they actually broke anything. Well, that's kind of nice. I've had them dig some fair-sized holes in the base before. Actually, I think in this exact area where that wall patch is. So it likes this area for infestations. I wonder if when I get the full walling in, it'll be better. Oh well. Hey, we're good. We made it. We did lose an eye. That's okay. We have an eye. We're good. Not happy. I'm less happy about the lost thumb. Cost us a bionic arm in a bloody fist fight. Stupid waste of resources. We're good. The base is good. We'll zoom out and have a look at her. Here we stand, humming away like a minor city. We took care of our little infestation problem rather smoothly. We've got a flow of people going out to their tasks right now. Just booming morning here, 8 a.m. at the base, and everyone is flying around. Our people are getting healed and getting out of hospital. I'm sure Kiri's a little sore with that ear. And Etini's cooking a meal. They will not cook the insect meat, but the dogs will eat it. So we butcher the insects, and then the dogs feast away on the meat. We're going to be butchering poor little fishbone, too. Liver destroyed. That's what happened. Something bit him so hard it destroyed his liver. That's pretty horrible. Poor little guy. Probably wasn't a nice way to go. Outdoor temperature -3, indoor temperature -19. I am liking that. And let's see how much hay is in here. How much was overflow? Booked 13,384 hay overflow. Since that's just from killing the pigs. Hay was troughing out and bailing repeatedly before I killed the pigs. Wow. And our food is 14,000, so we're still in a rather heavy climb. I may have to do something about that too. Oh well, we did spawn a good sized storage. I guess I should put some orbital beacons in it, because we could sell food out of it then. Meh, no, we'll sell food out of our regular fridges, and then we can just empty the backup fridges. The dogs will just empty the backup fridges into the higher priority ones. It'll work smoothly. I don't have to replace orbital beacons. Okay, folks, there we stand. I'll zoom in on the kitchen. There we stand. A nice review episode. Everything went well. Look, a meal getting made with delicious insect jelly. So tasty. Insect jelly, milk, and berries. It actually sounds alright. Dogs eating a meal there. They gotta. The wolves have to eat the meals. They don't have a choice, so they just consume our stuff. I could hive them off the luxury meals, but I'm not going to bother. We just keep on cooking. We just need to bring production up to where it's stable. That's all. We need milk and insect jelly. Maybe we could breed insects and get their jelly. No, I don't think you ever get jelly that way. Anyway, folks, solar flare. Oh, we'll watch the base shut down. That'll be fun. Watch everything turn out. Duk, duk, duk. I'm not going to force a harvest or anything because we're overstocked on everything anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it. Just going to let those hydroponics die. They're not needed. It takes a long time for a base this big to shut down and to turn on. Like, you watch this shutdown time. I'll put time up to 3 here. So the maximum possible speed my poor old Thuban 6-core ultra processor from yesterday can run. And you see how long it takes to shut down this base on a flare. Like when your base is small, a flare hits you and it's just everything's off. Look at this. Stuff is running for hours, literally hours. Colony hours are passing, and still half the hydro bays are running. Most of the sun lamps are running. It's amazing. And it also means we hold our internal temperature better, I think, during a flare. In my last base that was built in a really, really cold area, 130 below in the winter, I had to build fires in the animal chambers to keep the animals from freezing to death, even though they were buried in a mountain every time there was a flare. But here, we actually don't go far below freezing. We rarely lose any crops to cold. We could lose our Devil Strand that way. It's 20 Celsius in here, but all the heaters are shutting down. Still got a couple burning, actually. That's nice. It took these heaters out almost last. Hey, nice. Well, not almost last. Half the bloody base is still on. I mean, how long does a flare even last? There's lights on everywhere still. It's hilarious. Eventually it should go black. Psychic drone affecting the male gender. So a man-hating AI is broadcasting waves of evil hate. Well, folks, I think watching it shut down probably takes too long. We'll zoom back in on the kitchen and see how they're doing in the dark. Nobody can cook now. Well, we got some meals in stock. We'll go into the rec room, see if they can use that in the dark. I mean, really, there's no lights and it's inside a rock place, so wouldn't be much you could really do in there. Like, you could watch... No, I was going to say you could watch the TVs, but they're powered out. Well, yeah, everyone's in bed and the colony is dead electrically. So, folks, we will see you all soon for the next episode. There she is, shut down like the beast. We'll see, and yeah, it does look like a sort of a weird witchy face there. See you all soon for the next episode. Hope you had fun with the Chillaxin episode today, watching everyone do their jobs and building a new storage. And yeah, until that time, bye for now.